At my last job interview, I was asked what I think my greatest weakness is. I replied, honesty. The interviewer said, I don't think honesty is a weakness. I replied, I don't care what you think. You're welcome. Oh yeah, okay, this one definitely seems better.
Good?
Oh, so good. No, you can't have that. It's supposed to be the number 44. Oh. The other ones will be like out by the time I get this done. Greg, I'm not good at this.
Okay, closing again.
Yeah.
We wax all over it.
Oh yeah. Where did I take this one from? Over here. Okay. Sam.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to your dad. Happy birthday to you. Woohoo! You have one girlfriend and it's me. Birthday weekend celebration. Woo!
Okay, so I'm checking in another property. It's a pretty cool spot. There's actually a small off-grid camp already on it. Looks like it hasn't been used in quite a while. Looks like there might be a little stove inside of it because I see a little stovepipe coming out of the chimney. And looks like there was some hunting going on there. And it looks like maybe there was even a small camp there from years ago with that pile of wood I showed you. It's all torn down. Anyways, what's really cool about this spot is actually significantly better than the last one I checked out. And then way better than the other one that was cleared and stuff that just didn't make sense. This one, for me personally, is actually about 10 minutes from a fishing hole I used to fish in. It's still fishing. I was there. I fished in it last year. A bunch of trout in it and had a good amount of trout out of it again last year. But I've been fishing that for over 30 years. As a kid, I was fishing that. as a small kid, so maybe like over 35 years now. I'm 44 now. My birthday was yesterday, so I'm starting to talk like an older person a little bit. Anyways, it's really close to that spot, and I still fish there, so that has some cool significance to me. This one's actually closer than the last one we looked at too, and the price is actually way better on this one. So I'm gonna put an offer in on it, but I'm gonna show, we'll take a walk up, we'll look around a little bit more, and talk about some potential maybe we got going on here. Okay, so I'm up here. You see there's a roadway, you see the truck way down there. It's really sweet. You're in the middle of the woods, which I like. You can do a full 360. You can see all around, and that's pretty cool. So I'll talk about that off-grid cabin there that's been here in a minute. But here's like raspberry bushes, tons of them. So we got the berries again. I was looking around, there's some maples down through this. This is some smaller stuff here, but then you go up over this way and there's some more maples there, so I'd obviously like to tap some trees. Then we get the cabin here. So some sort of thing going on there, but you can see there's a wood stovepipe up there. I can't get in it yet because I, haven't closed on a purchase or anything, but it's pretty high. Probably, it's got to be 12 feet high. On that end, looks like a big chicken coop we would build, and then down to maybe 8 feet maybe. So there's the door. I think it's just screwed in, so I can't get in to check it yet. But and then a ladder to get up on the roof there. And then you can see some of this stuff was cut out in here, but over here still good growth. There's that wood I was talking about. Fire pit here. There's another little opening right down there. I'll show you in a minute. But here's all nice and open. And that's cool. So like I was saying, this spot here is about perfect for what we're looking for. The price is a lot better. There's a lot of properties nowadays. People are kind of shooting for the moon on their price, I find, or even a bit too high for what we feel they're worth. But this one here is makes more sense for us. Having this already on, it's a nice little bonus. Even if it's kind of old and run down a bit, I could do something with it, that's for sure. Honestly, the siding on the side of it doesn't look that old, really. The door and stuff like that does, but could be just siding on an old building just to keep it from weathering anymore. But there's a wood stove in it, and I actually have a small wood stove there we got with that tent we have now, the hot tent. So I'd bring that up here too. And between the two of them, maybe have a nice little spot. Definitely to hunt, do maple syrup. We got the berries, so we got Mapleberry Farm still. And a prepper cabin will also be built, which is nice. You already have a spot cleared out. There's a couple different spots. I'll walk down there and show you the other one too. So I'm actually really excited right now. This is the best property I've seen since I've been looking. So, and I've looked at quite a few actually lately. There's a few I haven't shown you, but this one here is my favorite one so far. So I'm gonna put an offer in on this one and see where that goes. But I think it might work out because the price makes more sense even from the asking price. So that's a good thing for us. Having said that, let's go back. I'll show you the other little spot there. Obviously, I'll show you more. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes you can close pretty quick on these type of things because there's not like a house that's going to be inspected. There's no well and septic and all that stuff, so it's not too bad on land. So I'd like to hit the ground running with this in the spring and get up here and doing a bit of stuff, even just getting a feel for it of how I want to build something on it. Also get up here and, just set up, get a feel for the place. You can see the deer tracks here. That is a good sign. Okay, so right here is another little cleared out spot. It's actually closer to the road, and it's still in a bit though, which I like. Especially, you can't see other than unless you're right in the roadway. I can see my truck there. and there's already a little wooden gate up, which is nice. But I can just see the truck. I can't see the road otherwise, just an old dirt road coming through. But I like that. So then even when it's green, it's just gonna be that much more covered here. I like to have the cover in the middle. But you can see another spot here, so maybe it'd even be better to, if I build a cabin a little closer. And that way it's not so much for, it's more just for maintaining that in the winter. Is being able to get in and out in the winter just is a little bit less. So comparing to the two that I've shown you, properties, the first one there when we were up on the, all that's all clear, kind of clear cut and stuff, and well, there's some trees, more woodsy, that one, without the drive in it. We were just walking on it and a lot of thorns and stuff. Well, that one was quite a ways out and nothing was maintained for miles in that one to get in the winter, so it'd be a lot more work. You saw me walking up it and stuff like that. And then the last one, which had a nice roadway in, and the one we were saying just feels right, that one there was actually really close to our original property that was out that we built the first cabin on. Well, it was still a half hour closer this way to where we are now than it was at the time, but we were living there full time, where this time the plan is to have an off-grid cabin and then to still live in our small homestead that we got right now, and have the cabin, as I said, prepper spot, maple syrup, hunting, all that stuff, piece of land. If anything ever goes completely sideways, well, then you do come up here. But this one here is actually less than an hour from our new spot now, so it's actually pretty good. So you can't beat that. Having said that, the last one where it wasn't too bad, but it actually was a lot farther out than this one, and the deer hunting is much better down this way, which is big for us, where the moose hunting and the bear's still good up there, but the bear's still good down here too. So we still get the bears coming in. It's bear season now. I'm actually wishing I could just close on this right now and try to get a bear in here, and lots of deer tracks. There's still moose down this way too, so there's moose all around here too. So not quite as much as up there, but this is a good piece of ground near some good fishing. All the hunting still here. I'm just excited. Can you tell? I'm more excited about this than the last one, that's for sure. This one's actually cooler, so I like it. The area is deadly. I like this area though, right? Anyways, that's the other spot. So there's roadway coming in, like I said. I never even knew that old camp was on there. And then I showed you that metal shed there that was up near the front. I'd probably take that and pull it up this way and use it, put it up beside these other buildings so I can use it for some other stuff too. In general, I'm just going to set up. We'll go from there. You never know what'll happen. This is actually closer to a highway than I realized. So, maybe in a few years from now, you build it up and you turn it into a homestead. I don't know. I never know. We go day by day, right? Don't worry about tomorrow. Just take things day by day, right? You never know what tomorrow brings. So that's how we do it. Anyways, I'm going to get a hold of the seller. I'm going to put an offer in on this, and we're going to go from there. So wish me luck, fingers crossed. We'll get that hot tent up here if we can, the one that Ashley's putting together there. We're actually going to do a test on that hot tent and spend the night in it, get a whole feel for that too before we bring it up. So, work out maybe some kinks there that you notice by staying in it closer to home, right? So that way there, kind of know what you got once you get out here. So we'll do that in the meantime. Fingers crossed, and hopefully we can get this place. We'll let you know. Isn't this awesome? The only thing making noise out here is me. I'm the only one causing the noise. Otherwise, it's quiet. Just hear the birds, hear woodpecker pounding away on a tree. I love it. I can just see myself hunting here. Oh, you know what I got to show you? Real quick side note. I'm going to show you the deer. It's actually been 2.5 years in the making. It was way longer than I expected to wait, but I got my shoulder mount back from a deer I brought in to a guy. I had do a bear pelt in 2020. Well, 2022, I got a buck that I felt like getting shoulder mounted. We had me and Ashley and Sam out there, and we were all together. I shot that one with a muzzle loader in a cornfield, so you had to have them pretty close to shoot him out there with the muzzleloader, and we got them anyways. If you've been here a while, you would have seen it. We've harvested that all ourselves and had a good meal the night of with some backstrap and some tenderloin, but we finally got the mount lift. I haven't seen that deer's head in 2.5 years, but we got it. So check this out. It's great work, so worth the wait. I actually didn't show you here, but here's this metal building. So I'd probably just haul this up there, probably. I don't really like the look of that, though. Have to get rid of that. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that's just right here, see? Beside this gate. So I just, it's a little shifted there. I just move it.
Woo! Woohoo!